Hey gamers, so I hear that the Nintendo Life YouTube channel is hiring, and I figured why not give it a shot and apply to it myself because I feel like I could be a really good fit for the channel. Why do I think so? Well, first of all, I'm a big Nintendo Life fan. I grew up watching their videos since the original Switch first came out, and now I'm 21 years old, which, what's the math on that? Like 8 years? But anyway, I always find it very entertaining, funny, informative, but enough sucking up. What I think I could bring to the channel is a different perspective. You see, I'm an autistic person named Choppers. Well, that's not actually my real name, it's a nickname, but that's just what I prefer to be called. Anyway, what autism is basically our brains work a little bit differently than quote-unquote normal people. As for many of us, like myself, we can notice details that others don't. And believe you me, I notice a lot of weird stuff compared to the average person, so I think I could be really good for like trailer analysis. But also, it will give you guys diversity in your channel lineup, am I right? The also good news is that I'm unemployed, baby, which means I don't have a job besides making YouTube videos. Not only that, I have a horrible sleep schedule, which is not very good for my personal health, but it's very good for you since I can be up at any time basically and cover the news as it comes out. Now, to give you a bit of a taste on my professional opinions on certain franchises, my favorite Nintendo franchise and just gaming franchise as a whole is the Xenoblade series. I just love the stories in those games. I love how, no spoilers, but they're all connected in a pretty big way after you get to the end of each game. And they just really speak to me on how such mature and deep games can come from a company like Nintendo, despite, you know, typically having like fun, lighthearted family experiences, which is nothing wrong with that. But, you know, sometimes you appreciate the deeper stuff, and that's what I really love about Xenoblade. But some of my other favorite franchises are the Splatoon series, kind of for a similar reason. It also has like that lore that you wouldn't expect, more so than Xenoblade, since Splatoon is rated E for everyone, and it has some pretty messed up stuff if you look into it. So much so that I actually do random facts for the Splatoon series, Xenoblade, and much more, but I'll get into that in a little bit. I just also love the gameplay, and it's probably the series I have the most hours in, like over 200 hours in Splatoon 2, and Splatoon 3, I think it might be 500 hours, though don't fact check me on that. Lastly, I probably have to say my third favorite Nintendo franchise is the Mario series. It's very vanilla, I know, but I grew up with it. The Mario Galaxy games are some of my favorite games of all time, along with the Mario Maker series. So I just have a soft spot for him, you know, and plus, his games are good, so that helps. But before I forget, my favorite game that's from a series that I don't love every single game of, like I do with the previous games I mentioned, has got to be F-Zero 99. I played it recently, and man, there's like only 50 people playing that game. But it's so good. The online actually works for a Nintendo game, and I think it might just be my favorite F-Zero game. Don't hate me. But yeah, it so deserves better. Now on to what I do on my YouTube channel. Like I mentioned before, I do random facts on various franchises like Splatoon, Xenoblade, also Zelda and Mario. I try to find hidden details you might have missed in these games, and I don't just go on Wikipedia and read it out loud. No, I fact check everything by seeing if there's a video proof out there, or in some cases like I've been doing recently, going into the game myself to see, hey, is this actually real? You can check them out right here on my channel, AutisticGamingPlus. Why does it have a plus in it? Well, it's because of the fact that I cover a lot of stuff, not just games, although games are my main focus, especially Nintendo stuff. But I also do like vocal covers for songs, which a lot of them are not Nintendo related, but there's still some Nintendo stuff here. But I also do discussion videos on the latest gaming news like you guys do, so you know I already have a head start on that. But I also do gameplay videos, collection videos of things I've gotten over time, and silly videos. In fact, I did one recently where I dabbed for a minute straight. Yes, I am weird. How did you know? So take a look at it if you guys are interested in seeing what I do. Especially the later stuff. Don't really check the earlier stuff because that's really cringe, and oh my god, the editing. I don't even do editing in my first few videos. So sometimes you just have me saying like this. Was that awkward? I hope you like that because that was on my first few videos. But real talk, I doubt that I will get this job. but it would be a great opportunity for me, and also just a very fun opportunity because I love talking about Nintendo games. They're what I grew up with. I didn't have a PlayStation or an Xbox growing up. I barely got them more recently, but Nintendo is where it's at for me in my heart. And to be honest, I'm not the best creator out there in the world. I try my best, you know, but I only have somewhat decent editing skills. You know, I had to learn it all on my own. Heck, I don't even have a capture card, so getting footage is a little bit tough for me. I feel like I'm improving each day, and I'm hoping to improve further, especially if I do get this job, as I will get to learn from the best when it comes to making these types of videos. So yeah, if you consider me, I would very much appreciate it, but if not, I appreciate you guys watching this video and checking out my channel nonetheless. Anyway, play some Xenoblade, and I'll catch you all next time. Peace. Bye, everyone.